Hey there. Sorry about earlier. Things got a little... weird.
Apology accepted.
I'm Graham, by the way. As in King Graham of Daventry. As in King Graham the... Brave.
Brave, huh? Nice to meet you, Graham. I'm V. As in Princess V of Eastern Kalima.
Is V short for something?
Yes, it is.
Yep. So, I should also apologize for forgetting my adventuring rope. I guess nothing was planned in my proposal.
Adventuring rope? Oh, that was a bit of a lark. Rope wouldn't matter much anyway.
It wouldn't?
Don't you think if there was any way of escaping, we would have done it by now? No, we're all bound to this tower by some outdated wizard spell. You know, one that needs some antiquated ideal of love to break it.
I see.
I knew from reading Courting Queens to Hold Court the importance of a good first impression. I would have to choose my next words carefully.
So... So, how do you think this is going so far?
So what is going how far? Did you really just ask that?
That didn't go so well. No matter. I tried again.
Right. Let me try this again. What's your family like?
Sibling challenged, but happily an only child. My dad and I are very close. He taught me everything I know and was never afraid to take some time off the throne to play a game of wits or strategy ship with me. What about you? What's your family like?
My sisters and I are animal people. We've got 2 pet jinxes, a circus of weevils, werehogs, and a miniature chimera. So, what were your ex-suitors like?
Kinda like you, actually. Oof. I think it's best to get back to cleaning now.
Do you have any ideas on how to grab that vase?
I'm sure a clever fellow like you can figure it out.
Do you have any
You're not full of... That didn't fit. Now's not...
Hello. I thought perhaps I could introduce myself properly.
And your name is?
My name? Of course. I'm King Graham of Daventry. King Graham the... Brave.
Brave, huh? Pleasure to meet you, Graham. I'm known as Niece. As in, Princess Niece of Western Kalima.
So, how did you get trapped up here?
Well, I saw this tower on the edge of my kingdom, and a little old lady told me there was a majestic unicorn at the top. I leapt at the chance for adventure. My siblings are never going to let me live this one down. Oh, I hope they don't have to clean my room. I have too many important art projects that need finishing. So, what about you? What brings you here?
Magic mirror told me I would meet the love of my life up here.
That's random. And a bit cheeky. But good luck with that.
Do you have any ideas on how to grab that vase?
I'm sure a caring gentleman like yourself has a plan. Don't go up there!
Do you have any...
Hey, were you invited up there?
The sparkly purple book had a winged Pegasus on its cover. Perhaps one of the princesses would know where it went. All I knew how to make was chocolate chip pancakes, and I didn't see any chocolate chips. The take-home version of a battle of wits. Huh. I didn't see a spot for board games. An unfinished masterpiece. No idea where this belongs.
My dad and I used to play this game for hours. It goes on that shelf. Appreciate it.
Do you have any idea?
I'll finish it someday. Until then, it goes over there. Appreciate it.
Advanced crosswords, riddles, and puzzles. The whole book was solved already. I wonder who it belonged to. This puzzle box busted in the fall and could use some fixing.
I read that at least 3 times a year. Could you put it back over there? Appreciate it.
Some sort of nunchuck made of bone. At least it was a self-sustainable business model.
The hidden magical world. Each page brings me more joy than the last. Can you put that over there? Very nice.
Bongos. Perhaps they go with the kitchenware.
Which princess did you talk to first?
The vase sat just outside the boundaries of a spell keeping me inside the tower.
You're not fool.
Do you have any ideas on how to grab that vase?
I'm sure a clever fellow like you can figure it out. What can I say? As an only child, I was in constant need to keep myself entertained. Appreciate it.
My bongos! OV says these are nothing but treble. Can you put them back over there?
It was cold at the top of that tower.
Thank you.
Shame. It looked like the loot cracked in the tumble and was in need of a repair.
Oh, impressive. Excellent work, Graham. It's Hagatha! You better hide.
I can't stand that soggy woman. I won't even speak to her.
V, that's not very nice.
Might not be nice, but it's true.
You've never been one to give the time of day to people you don't like.
Seriously, she looks like a melted marshmallow.
Everything tip-top up here? Ah, how are my delicate little flowers? Hmm?
We're splendid, Hagatha. Thank you.
Looks like you lovelies missed a spot.
How's the Claus?
What was that?
Nothing.
That's right, dearie. A good princess should keep her thoughts on the inside. Just like we practiced. Oh. Out of place?
Aftershock?
Oh, sweetie, we'll need to continue working on your awkward bungling. Looks like my garden needs to be weeded.
Zards, this part went so smoothly the last time.
That's right, dearie. A good princess should keep her thoughts on the inside. Just like we practiced. Oh, sweetie, we'll need to continue working on your awkward bungling.
I've been working on my sleep giggles, too.
Perfect. Perfect. Now. Looks like my garden needs to be weeded.
Zards,
That's right, dearie. A good princess should keep her thoughts on the inside. Just like we practiced. Oh, sweetie, we'll need to continue working on your awkward bungling. Looks like my garden needs to be weeded.
Zards,
That's right, dearie. A good princess should keep her thoughts on the inside. Just like we practiced. Oh. Out of place?
Aftershock?
Oh, sweetie, we'll need to continue working on your awkward bungling.
I've been working on my sleep giggles, too.
Perfect. Perfect. Now, where was I? Oh, yes, that smell. From over there. Yes, yes. What do we have here?
Hagatha, would you like to...
Don't interrupt. It's rude.
Whatever you say. tiny cucumber.
Gotcha! Oh, joy! Looks like another princess's turned up party.
Princess?
Long, flowing gown, pale skin with rose-colored cheeks, an elaborate headdress, and... wait. Oh, the scent of lavender. I recognize a princess when I see one. Welcome to my tower. I'd invite you to dinner, but you don't really have a choice. Oh, Agatha. Good one.
Delighted to make your acquaintance.
Oh, what a sweet little princess. Need to work on your grace, though. Now come. It's time to eat.
Hum's face.
Hey, hush. What was that? What's everyone feel like for dinner?
I'll take savory.
Sweet, please.
After dinner, Agatha excused herself and told us to get our beauty rest like all good princesses should. The sun was setting, but none of us were sleepy. Vi suggested we play a game to pass the time. Niece picked out Moral Quarrel, a casual social game. Vi preferred something more competitive, but begrudgingly went along with it.
All right. The first step is we answer all the cards in front of us. We must answer honestly, or the game won't work.
A magical genie offers you one of two very specific wishes. A, you can live one life that lasts 1,000 years. Or B, you can live 10 lives that last 100 years. Which do you choose?
Come on.
You are a royal guard on the lookout for an evil sorcerer that has been terrorizing villagers. When you finally apprehend this sorcerer, you discover he is Charles, your childhood best friend. Do you A, tell Charles to leave town and never return? Or B, throw your friend in the castle dungeon? Would you rather A, have a pet dragon, or B, be a dragon?
I'd want to be a dragon with a pet dragon. Is that weird?
Would you rather A, have a tail that never stops loudly tapping against the ground, or B, have noodles for hands? Well, that wouldn't allow you to pick up anything.
Dragons have tails, so tail.
Would you rather A, constantly reek of syrup and not smell it, or B, constantly smell reeking syrup?
First, we mix up our hands. At the start of our turn, we choose which player we want to try to pair with. We'll then ask the question from the card at the top of our decks. If both asker and askee answer the same way, they both place the card on one of the 3 spaces between them. Once there are 3 cards between the 2 players, they both win the game. If there's not a match between players, the card must be discarded. If a player runs out of cards before matching 3, they lose. Graham, are you getting all this?
Oh, Mirror, which one is it? Is it V? Is it Niece? Do they like me? Do I like them? What does my breath smell like? Oh, lavender. And, ew, eggs. We're inside. Should I take my hat off? What if they don't like capes? That's silly. Everyone loves capes. What if they're allergic to Triumph? Please tell me this is my inside voice.
What are you thinking about?
Oh, nothing. Just in my relaxed box.
Ready to begin? Graham, you start.
A magical genie offers you one of 2 very specific wishes. A, you can live one life that lasts...
Let's see here. A.
I don't agree. Think of all the lives you could lead with 10 chances. Explorer, artist, pirate, vampire.
Or a ninja? Or a zombie?
Graham, a rich merchant inadvertently drops one shiny gold coin on the ground. You see a poor, hungry orphan pick it up. Do you A, convince the orphan to be honest and return the coin, or B, turn your head the other way and let the orphan keep the coin?
A. I figured their honesty would be rewarded with more than just one shiny gold coin.
Nice. I chose A too. The orphan learned a valuable lesson and would probably be rewarded for their honesty too.
Graham? You have been hunting for your starving family all day and only managed to catch a small goose. On your way back home, a hungry beggar offers you magic beans in return for the goose. The beggar tells you that the beanstalk sprouted from his beans will lead you to a chest that produces unlimited food. He would go after it himself, but his legs are too tired and old. Do you A, kindly reject the offer and bring your starving family their dinner? Or B, let the beggar eat the goose and plant the beans in your yard?
A. I wouldn't give up a bird in my hand for a wild goose chase.
Sorry, B. Magic beans!
You are a royal guard on the lookout for an evil sorcerer.
I pick B.
Yes, at least in the dungeon I could keep a watchful eye on him.
Niece? It says, you are the kingdom's wizard doctor. In the middle of the night, an honorable knight and despicable thief arrive at your door. The thief's injuries are much more severe than the knight's. Do you A, heal the knight first, or B, heal the thief first?
I picked A. The honorable knight served our kingdom well, and he deserves to be healed.
I picked B. I would honor my medical oath to serve those in need first.
V. Oh, this is pretty on the nose. A man you've never met, but is known as a friendly king, sends for your hand in marriage. Do you A, accept his invitation, trusting his reputation, or B, seek love on your own?
Is there any other answer than B?
Of course. I chose the same.
Would you rather A, have a pet dragon, or B, be a dragon?
A. Definitely A.
Yep, I could use a pet dragon. Our moat monster is looking to retire.
V and I won the game. Good thing. She seemed like she didn't like to lose. Niece was satisfied with her pick of the game. When the sun went down, the air turned frigid. We decided it was too cold to play another game and headed to bed. The walls of the tower were pretty thin, and embarrassing as it is to admit, that night I overheard the princesses talking about me.
So what do you think of King Graham the Brave?
I'm not sure about him yet.
I'm not sure yet either.
This seemed like the perfect time to explore the tower. I was interested in getting to know my new home better. This puzzle box busted. It was cold at the top of that tower. It was cold at the top. All I knew how to make was chocolate chip pancakes, and I didn't see any chocolate chips. shame. It looked like... I wasn't ready for bed yet. There was still more to explore. Once upon a time, a beautiful princess locked herself away in a tower and patiently waited for a charming prince to come rescue her.
Oh, I do miss her.
The months turned to years, and no prince ever came to whisk her off to a happy ending. Years of appearance-changing potions eventually took their toll and backfired, turning the princess into a soggy hag with a floppy tail.
But the potion could be reversed, right? She could lose the tail, and her skin would change back to normal.
I'm afraid not, Gwendolyn. Agatha took it too far. There was no coming back. The enchanted canvas painted a younger portrait of whatever stood in front of it. The enchanted canvas painted a younger portrait of whatever stood in front of it. The witch grew bitter and mad. She began kidnapping princesses in order to increase her chances of being rescued. That seemed to be missing a piece.
Oh.
Agatha never left the tower, so she would send the princesses on her errands. They would fetch this ingredient or that trinket. She used a special enchantment to poof them out of the tower, and after some time, poof them back in.
Why didn't they ever tell anyone they were trapped up there?
If they did, the spell would instantly pull them back in.
Magic is so arbitrary.
Los Charcistra.
I would hold off on flashing that ring again.
Not gonna make that mistake twice.
How's it going?
My favorite puzzle box is broken. I'm not sure how to fix it yet.
Want me to try to fix it?
I'll get it.
Now's not the time for that.
How's it going? Hey there. What's shaking?
I cracked my lute and I don't have the right tool to fix it.
Want me to try to fix it?
Do you have the tool I need?
Nope.
Then I'll take care of it.
I was stuck. I needed advice. Too bad I couldn't just dart over to the town square. Or could I? This sorcery was very finicky. It would teleport you away from the tower, but only for a limited time. And you needed something from the place you wanted to go to.
Ah, the old tournament board. Don't know why I need this, but that's never stopped me before. Ah, the old tournament board.
The tree had grown. The branches had filled out. It was looking good. I knocked, but no answer. To be honest, my relationship with Amaya had suffered since I starved her in the goblin prison. I knocked, but no answer. To be honest, my relationship with Amaya had suffered since I starved her in the goblin prison.
Graham, good to see you.
Oh, it's been a while.
Hey, Wenty! Bramble! Where's Taylor?
Oh, he's at home. Probably cutting up our curtains again.
Why, when I was that boy's age, I would roll dough for hours every day after school in me ma's shop. But not my boy. He doesn't have the stomach for hard work.
Or the stomach for sweets. Can you imagine an 8-year-old not liking sweets? Oh, it's not like frosting's an acquired taste.
Ah, well, he's just on a different path, I guess.
Oh, I just hope the path of his shears doesn't cross with me duvet cover ever again.
Come on, little boo. Mr. Fancy Cakes looked fabulous in that velvet floral tuxedo.
Oh, at least he stitches from the heart. Now, Graham, what can we do you for?
So, I actually don't have much time, and no possible way to explain why, so I'll just come right out and ask. I need advice. I may have met someone. Or someone's. How do I know if she is the one?
Well, it's like I always say. Compassion comes from...
The heart. All you need is pie. I know. I mean, dough. Look, these bakery puns are becoming stale, and honestly, the yeast of my worries. I need to rise to the occasion. It's all or muffin.
Excuse me. I've got something in my rye.
All right, you two. You're baking me crazy. Now, Graham, if you don't mind, can I answer your question with a question?
Proceed.
Now, it might sound cliché, but just like our spiniferous thornweed pie, real love isn't about the outside. It's what's baked in the gooey center that counts. Have you discussed
And hugs!
What?
Lots of hugs!
Wenty, don't you hug everything?
What? No,
You're hugging yourself right now.
I am not.
Sorry. We've been working on that. He's only supposed to hug things that give him joy.
But Bramble, everything gives me joy.
Wenty, we've been over this. I don't think that vagrant skunk brought you joy.
It did. I have a problem. Hug?
Oh, later, Sugarbum. Graham still needs our advice.
Well, if you had to pick your top 2 core values, what would you say you were looking for in a companion?
I would say... honesty is a big deal for me. I've dealt with a few squaddle-nogs in the past, and I want to be able to fully trust the person I end up with. Oh, and also... wit. The gooey centers of these biceps is a strong mind. Ah, the spell. It's kicking in. It's going to pull me back.
Spell? Oh, what have you gotten yourself into?
I'll have to explain later. Oh, I could also use a recipe. You got one I could borrow?
Oh, of course. Sweet or savory?
Huh. Savory.
Let's see here. I have sassafras, bacon, creme, bread, custard, curry melon, carrot, cheese, and sage curd pie.
I only need one recipe.
That was one.
Oh, here, sweetheart. This beginner's recipe should be a bit simpler to make.
Thank you.
All right. You have 10 seconds. Go.
Oh, I am glad we got to catch up. But I didn't get to thank him for the popover. Do you think he would turn up again soon? The next time we see him, we should...
And you're done.
All right.
Oh, hug.
Hug.
No way.
I told you no detail would be overlooked. Underneath Manny's mask was the face of a goblin.
Nice twist.
How's it going?
My favorite puzzle box.
Now's not the time for that.
Hey, were you invited up there?
All I knew how to make was chocolate chip.
All right, savory. Here we go. I whipped this up special for you.
Savory, my favorite. Thank you. That was sweet. Aw, that was so sweet. I fixed the puzzle box if you want to try it out.
I would love to.
Here, you take side one. I'll push it this way. 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 Good move. Almost there. Good move. Almost there. Good move. We got it! Could you play me a melody to help me sleep?
How about something with a bow and some strings?
Who said violins? Doesn't solve anything.
I was slightly disappointed there was no mention of me that night.
Grandpa, boys aren't the only things that girls talk about.
I learned that lesson long ago.
Oh, someone's at the door. Just a moment. Be there in a jiffy.
Agatha, it's been forever. You're looking... Agatha, so nice to see you.
Malden, your English is coming along superbly.
Well, thanks for noticing.
Care to join me for a spot of tea?
Now, Agatha, I know better than to set foot inside this tower, but I do appreciate the invitation.
You never know. You might like it better in here. The view is quite nice, and if it ever rains, we'll move.
I grew up in a cave, so I'm fine with a small, cold room with a view of rubble.
Speaking of small and cold, please tell him to be careful with this.
The message will be received.
I'm serious, Malden. I've spent my life coated in a thin layer of cosmolotion. It's a potion. It's not a panacea.
Duly noted. Oh, I almost forgot. He wanted to return this book he borrowed. Said he doesn't need it anymore.
Ah, yes. How to Tame Your Dragon. And how is Hornswoggle doing?
Hungry as always.
Good to know my feeding enchantment is holding up. Good day, Malden. It's always a pleasure.
The pleasure has been mine. Fare thee well, Agatha.
One night, Agatha invited us all to her pretty princess ball. I was nervous and excited.
Tonight we shall have our pretty princess ball. It will be everything we've always dreamed of. Not graceful. Faster now! Watch your step, Princess Graham. Nope, again. Keep it up, ladies. Not graceful. That's not a princess move. Oh, it's turn to turn, twist. Not twist, turn, turn.
That was quite fun, actually.
Thanks to you.
Oh, what a glorious evening. Oh, thank you, ladies, for a wonderful ball. I wish it would never end. Perhaps it shouldn't.
It was at that moment Hagatha realized she had everything she wanted inside the tower. Her happy ending was right in front of her. She would freeze time to keep that moment forever.
I wonder if I can make a large enough batch of frost tonic.
You and Graham are so sweet.
Oh, shh, hush up.
That night, my nervous anxiety turned to happy butterflies. I went to bed with a smile on my face. I had won some favor with Hagatha, and she sent me on a special mission.
Princess Grail, the time has come. I have a very special mission for you. This magic won't last long, but I need you to bring me back the keys of harmony. Your spell will teleport you back here once you've picked it up. I need to make sure I can trust you.
You know, Grandpa, I think you told me this part. Are you sure you're not getting the stories mixed up again?
Sadly, this is not a senior moment, I'm afraid. This was not the day I would face Hornswoggle. I let the beast sleep soundly. What a comfortable bed.
That helmet sounds familiar.
As it should. The book collection had grown over the years. The sorcery of old looked like a new edition. Huh. Someone fancied himself quite the storyteller. Those potions smelled pungent and acidic, but oddly familiar. Teaching English as a second language.
You're slouching again. Try to stand up straighter.
And then I hid again.
Bring it over here. It'll take all night to prepare.
Must we go through with this? After gazing upon Hagatha's face, I question the validity of that elixir.
Hagatha's enchantments are stunted by the towers she locked them away in. Out here, with a little air, this sorcery can reach its full potential. We'll have to let this sit overnight. For now, we sleep.
I want to voice my concerns again, brother.
You, of all people, should know what it's like to wear a mask all your life. A scarf that obscures your vision. A helmet that hides your face. This body has taken my mind as far as it can go. Now, good night. Please snuff the torch.
Our parents were wrong to hide you from the world, but at least they didn't forget about you. No, instead they fed you, they read to you, they raised you as their own. I was a whipping boy for 16 years. For what? A stupid goblin prank?
Watch your tongue, brother. You're beginning to sound like a human. A silly goblin took you in from the cold. A dull goblin taught you to read, and a stupid goblin gave you a second chance at life.
Please forgive me. I misspoke.
Am I wrong to believe that the mind is what should matter? Is my trust in brains over brawn misplaced? I've dedicated my life to prove that, given the right resources, our species is capable of higher thought, and that even a silly little goblin can lead this kingdom. That's the change I want to inspire. That's the progress Daventry needs.
Oh, you're right as always. And the Cosmolotion is the only way around your banishment from King Graham.
King Graham? King Graham was a fluke. We'd already be at the castle toasting to our divine intellect if it wasn't for that bumbling, red-nosed, feathered half-wit. Did I ever tell you he asked what my availability for sleepovers was? Moron.
Hey, I am not a fluke!
Egads!
Did you really just say that?
Well, don't just stand there. Grab him.
Stay right there. Don't move. Gwendolyn and I are working on your surprise.
I won't peek. I can't wait to see what it is. Oh, Gwendolyn, your lunch is ready, and your cousin is waiting.
Thanks, Grandma.
Love, have you been taking all your medicines?
I'm not sure what good they're doing. I'm still stuck in this bed.
Yes, you are. You're still here.
You know what I meant. It's just that I'm going stir-crazy in here, and I don't even want to think about all the addendums that still need approvals.
Everything is taken care of, but you need to rest before you feel better.
I'll rest after your birthday. I still have to prep your special batch of chocolate chip pancakes.
Oh, you have baked those pancakes for my birthday for as long as I can remember. And I've truly savored each and every bite, dear. But maybe this is the year to teach the children your recipe. And you just enjoy eating breakfast with me.
Nothing is going to stop me from baking those pancakes. Not even this broken arm.
Well, you won't get any further argument from me. Now, can you please take your medicines? They'll make you feel better on your next inspiring adventure.
All right, fine. I'll take them. And I love you. You have always... You always find the perfect way to say things to make me feel better.
Oh, that was sweet. I love you too, dear.
Agatha set us out to gather the ingredients she needed to make a large batch of freeze tonic. Of course, we didn't know that's what it was for, so we did what we were told, just like good princesses.
Princess Graham, I think you've earned the privilege of a trip outside the tower. Yes, you and Princess Niece will go. I'll bring me back the golden acorn, and don't dilly-dally. This magic will only work for a limited time.
Where are we?
Looks to me like the middle of the Avalon Forest.
Huh. Why does that name seem so familiar?
I've seen postcards. My older sister's camped here once.
Well, let's go find that acorn. Well, not acorn, but an acorn. Which way should we head?
Are we adventure! Oh, are we going to solve riddles of a sphinx? Is there going to be a labyrinth with a minotaur? Will there be hijinks and will they involve bridles and snakes? Can we get matching feathers? Please?
Yes to everything. Although you really should work on that. Now, which way?
West! I'm sure of it. West always sounds like an adventure! This is amazing! Are we having fun yet?
I know I am!
Well, ow! I'm fine! Can you hold down those thorns for me?
You got it! Ouch! Right this way!
Oh, oh. Ow! 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 Ouch! You know, I wouldn't mind if you cleared the thorns from my path. They hurt!
I'm trying here! Ouch! Ouch! Milady!
See you at the bottom! Ah! I really wish you would have cleared more of those thorns. Wait! Don't shoot! It feels threatened! Graham, don't!
I have to.
Hold your fire! I can't believe you shot.
I was just protecting us. Oh, come on, niece. Wait for me.
Now, how are we going to get across this?
We could make a slingshot out of a rubber tree plant and launch ourselves across.
No. Too obvious.
Too bad Avalon doesn't have a bridge troll guild.
Wait right here. I got it.